Today we're troubleshooting a thorny mispatterning problem on a Singer Studio Silver Reed machine. The patterning mechanism is the same from somewhere in the 300 series all the way to the most modern punch card machines. So what we're showing you on my 740 can and does apply to other models. So today Jack is going to explain the relationship between the punch card reader, the main drums, the sub drums, and the drum clearing mechanism to help anyone who's having crazy patterning issues on this kind of machine.
All right, we've got a friend that wants to know what condition her drums are in, and she's trying to diagnose whether she needs a new drum.
That wasn't helping anybody.
No, that wasn't helping at all. Now, I told her to check the cancellation lever. This is it. And remember, when this carriage is rolling, these are turning one way or the other. And then this comes across the center. If you're going right to left, it pushes it this way. And if you go left to right, it pushes it that way. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to artificially put a pattern in here. On this
you're pretending that it's reading the fingers.
Right. And now there's another one of those little boogers.
Well, not a moment too soon did we get in here.
But you hear it setting the sub drum. I'm going to make a couple of more changes here. You hear it setting the sub drum. That's what it's doing. Now, we're rolling along like we were going across the bed, and the cancellation lever gets pushed, and look what it did. It took out the pattern that I put in. Let me do it on the other side. All right. I'm artificially putting in a pattern.
Normally that would be happening here.
Yes. These reader fingers, either they flex in or they don't. And if they don't, they're doing what I do. I want you to listen closely. Get the camera up here and listen.
So it's telling the sub drum what it just learned.
That's right.
In this case from you, but normally from the punch card reader.
And now I'll do a couple more so we can hear it again. We have just diagnosed that the sub drum, and I'll tip this up, right there is the leading edge of the sub drum. It has responded to the information that I put into the top drum, the main drum. So we've just diagnosed that the sub drum is reading properly and it's turning smoothly. Now, we're rolling along the bed, and this cancellation lever was flexed by the center of the bed. When it comes up here, this is when the cancellation lever is being held. You can see there's a taper on this end, and there's a taper on that end, and that's what starts this, and it holds it the whole time it's going across here. It's clearing one of the drums. But
the other drum is informing the needle selection.
That's right. The other drum behind the clear lever picks up that information. Then when you come back, it knits. But the minute you get right here, it clears the trailing drum.
Jack has actually manually input patterns in both drums. So we're going to watch for the clearing to happen.
Right. Now, they're both going to be turning as we go along the bed. That's what this slotted rail does. All right, here we go. Drums are rolling. Somebody got chained. Look at this one. Our pattern is artificially put in.
So it's still there.
But look at this one. It's cleared.
That is the trailing drum. The one, one that hits first is not affected by the clear button. Now let's go the other direction. Jack's patterning what is the right drum as you face to knit right now.
That's correct. So now both drums have an artificial pattern, and my hands are a mess. All right, we're coming across nothing until that center lever, which is under my finger, gets to right here, and you'll hear it. I'll try to be quiet. The lead drum still has its artificial pattern, but the trailing drum has been cleared.
Now, if the clear didn't work for some reason, you would get mispatterning forever,
Wow.
right?
Wow.
Total mess.
The only way it would not make it just a complete fromage is if you had a 1x1 pattern that you were knitting. So it was every other lever when it went past the reader.
You got to tell him what on earth you're talking about.
Okay.
When he said, when you get a complete fromage, go ahead.
Okay, this is from a novel, and the lead character was so supposedly speaking French and said "quel fromage" about a big mess up, which actually means "what a cheese."
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be coming out pretty cheesy if you didn't get this cleared. But you can see how to test it, and this is for our friend. But put a pattern in just like I did. Now, we know it's going to clear the trailing button, so see, it cleared it. Now,
So now you're pretending to do
Right.
what happens when you go
now
across.
I'm flexing it the other way, and it's clearing the trailing drum. So now they're both cleared. So that's how you test it. I'm going to lift the carriage just a little.
Oh, there's a spring. Ah.
Yes. This rod activates a lever over here. This rod activates a lever over here. The levers actually push against the bottom of these fingers. See, when I push them up, it pushes them back down when it clears. So you got to make sure the spring is in there. Make sure that this moves freely. And I'm going to let the camera look right in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's the paddle that
Yep.
black wire is activating. So you got to make sure all this is working. And you can do it like I'm doing it by lifting the lid slightly. Notice that this little black rod goes underneath, and what you can't see is there's a tang that sticks up into this nylon piece.
We can see it going.
Yeah, but that's how it's doing it. See, it's pulling by pushing on that tang that runs up.
So if
in here.
anything had been malformed because it was dropped or
Just
shipping.
Yeah,
Or,
this can flex down enough under duress, or this up. You see, there's a little bit of play. But this spring could have a broken end on it. It could be off on one side. I slip it off when I want to take this apart and clean it. And you might even need to spray a little bit of LPS.
I guess it could just be
down,
sticky. Yeah.
down inside there, because see, it's got to be pretty springy.
Okay. Well, perhaps this will help with the mystery problem she's having.
Right. If not, it should help her diagnose, do I need a main drum? Is it behaving? Because I can manually make it behave and clear it. Or is it possibly the sub drum isn't reacting to the main drum?